People, deluded, I'm back again. I'm on a mission, regardless of the international break, to make sure you're still entertained and you've got your content. Don't forget to smash the like button. Do me a favor and get the creative juices flowing. Turn on your notification bells. Now, allegedly, Arsenal have had 4 Ballon d'Or nominees. Eze is apparently our top target for 2025. I know, and apparently there's been a U-turn surrounding Kieran Tierney. So if you allow me to share my screen with you guys, we'll get straight into it. As usual, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, in some cases, good night. I apologize. I said 4. It's 5. So this is great for us. Obviously, realistically, no one from Arsenal is going to win it. They ain't won the Premier or the champs. And you're not that you need that to be crowned as the best player, but we already know that it's geared towards those trophies. I respectfully to the Arsenal players, I think Vinicius has to probably win it, in my opinion. I'd imagine Rodri is a strong candidate, but it's great to be nominated. A number of Arsenal footballers have been nominated for a number of awards now. So yeah, big up them. Not quite sure. Oh, it's just the cameraman taking a picture. Allegedly, people, Martin Odegaard, a back-to-back winner of our Player of the Year. Martin was sensational in the middle of the park last season, playing in 48 of the 52 games in all competitions, scoring 11 and laying on a further 11 assists. 10 of those came in the Premier League, bettering his tally from the season before by 3, and saw him obviously nominated for the PFA Player of the Year and Premier League Player of the Year. No one surprised by seeing Bukayo Saka. You see what he does for club and country. He gets better year in, year out. He recorded his highest ever goal-scoring tally, topping our scoring charts with 20 in all comps. He also laid on 14 assists to his teammates across a campaign that saw him reach 50 goals and 50 assists for us, and captained the side for the first time and helped England reach the Euros of the final of Euro 2024. Declan Rice, careful, they said he's regressed off the back of a great personal season in terms of output and what he's done for Arsenal Football Club. He's doing his thing. He was obviously part of the Euro squad that lost the final. At club level, he scored a personal best of 7 times and laid on 10 assists for his teammates, 9 of which were in the Premier League, 1 short of his total assists in the 242 matches for West Ham. He was a nominee, apologies, for Premier League Player of the Season and was runner-up for Football Writers Awards. And it would be lit to see William Saliba. He was an ever-present in the Premier League. He played 4,502 minutes of the 4,502 minutes of the 4,680. Madness, people. The highest total recorded by an outfield player in our colours since Mertesacker. I would not have got that if that was a pub question. He enabled us to get 18 clean sheets. He obviously played for France in the semi-finals of Euro 2024 and enhanced his reputation there, and was also named in UEFA Team of the Tournament. So yeah, Martin Odegaard's one of the best in his position, as is Declan Rice, Saka and Saliba. And also big up Maruna as well, who joined us after 10 years with Barcelona. She's also been nominated. So yeah, big them up. The Champions League squad has been announced, people, for Arsenal. Again, our list is David Raya, Neto, Tommy Setford, Saliba, Benjamin White, Gabriel, Timber, Kivior, Zinchenko, Tomiyasu, Ricardo Calafiori, Thomas Partey, Odegaard, Jorginho, Mikel Merino, Declan Rice, Saka, Jesus, Martinelli, Trossard, Kai Havertz, and summer loan addition Raheem Sterling. Now, some of you will notice I missed out a name, Kieran Tierney. Now, I think Tierney's main job is to get back fit. Apparently, he's back training on an individual basis. I can't see him starting too many games. He might get a start in the League Cup. If he's lucky enough to make the bench, he'll be able to feature off the bench. And if the club and Tierney had their way, the end of Arsenal, his relationship with Arsenal would have obviously been this summer. But yeah, Tierney's been named in the Champions League list. Could that be a sign that he has a future at the club? Or is that just us protecting ourselves and saying, you know what, we've got a slot available, why not select him? God forbid, but you know, if Timber, Tomiyasu, Zinchenko, Kivior, Calafiori, if they suffer any injuries, or if we suffer injuries in terms of our bench, these are people that could be utilized and called upon, people. So yeah. Group the B list. Apparently, in addition to this, we'll also submit our list B submissions by midnight CET on the night preceding each match throughout the competition, which will see our squad boosted with under 21s players, so the Ethans, the Lewis Skellys, etc. Away from that, Arsenal's final deal with Chelsea for Sterling includes no loan fee and a requirement to pay less than half of the player's wages over the course of a season-long loan. Chelsea will effectively be paying Sterling in the region of 10 million to play for Arsenal. Hopefully he can achieve things for Arsenal. We've gone over that already, people. In relation to Eze, apparently Arsenal will target Eze if all goes to plan next summer. If all goes to plan next summer, did all go to plans this summer? Would love Eze. British, homegrown. You know, the chairman of Crystal Palace came out and said he's surprised there was a lack of interest. He'd be amazing at 26 years of age. Bring the former Arsenal Academy guy home. He can play on the left, play in the 10, play as a false 9, play as an 8. He's English. He's obviously a player in terms of stylistically what you want to see. You get bums off seats. But yeah, if all goes to plan next summer, and to a degree, it is irrelevant because we can't sign him now, can we, people? Con Marble Halls, one of the ITKs, said Arsenal to target Eze if all goes to plan next summer. Club feel another good season maturing in the Premier League will make him a valuable member of the squad. I mean, you can never put a price on experience, but 26, probably 27, if we were to sign him or was to sign him, does it make sense really and truly? Do we really? How far does that maturing comment go? Looking into the fabric of the deal this year, but deemed they'd like him to play another year at Palace. I just don't think we had the finances, really. Another year at Palace for what? Obviously, Palace would want to keep him, seeing Elise go and their manager just coming through the door. Player knows of interest and is certain to leave next summer, with both Arsenal and City set to battle for his signature. Hopefully Pep Guardiola's gone and they'll still be Manchester City, but you've got something to think about in that regard. We all know he's had a release clause and then a release clause is gone, but simultaneously, the Daily Mail's offered a piece and said Eze's expired release clause worth 68 million will reactivate next year. Mail Sport revealed in June that the England international had the buyout price made up of an initial 60 million plus a further 8 million add-ons, included in the 3.5-year contract he signed with the Selhurst Park club last November. But following a summer of uncertainty surrounding Eze's future amid initial interest from England's top clubs, the clause elapsed ahead of the Premier League campaign as the attacker remained at Selhurst Park. But we can now disclose that the release clause is due to reopen at the end of the season, which will spark further speculation over his future at Palace. It's understood the price of the clause will remain the same. However, Palace could be open to negotiating the terms of a deal for their attacking midfielder in 2025, despite the fixed price in his current deal. So they might be open to negotiations, and he's been quite the revelation since joining from QPR. We all know he's an integral member of the squad. Their chairman said, I was really worried from a club point of view of losing Elise and Eze in the same window, and we didn't have in Ebbs, which I think is Eze, the interest that I thought we would have. I was generally astounded. I mean, the guy's just an outstanding footballer, an outstanding person, and you'd imagine there'll be a wealth of interest in him next summer, folks, people. Reece Nelson's obviously joined Fulham on loan, people, and he's been confirmed as their number 19. I don't really care about Chido Obi Martin, doesn't play for Arsenal anymore. Apparently, Arsenal were put off the signing of Ivan Toney due to concerns over squad harmony and how he would ruin the chemistry in that regard. We all know Raheem Sterling signed for the football club. You can see I'm always trying to stay on the ball for you lot. Zubimendi broke his silence about not joining Liverpool. Does anybody care? He's basically just said, you know, for me, Real Sociedad is my life. I think I've spent half my life there. A large percentage of who I am is part of Real Sociedad. It's my life. Big up you. I don't think Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Man United, or whoever tried to buy him really gives a flying monkeys what's going on. We've gone over that with Chelsea, and just off the top of my head, we're still linked with Gyökeres. It doesn't matter because the window is closed. January, things can happen in January, but you just never know. And I think everybody's kind of pessimistic in that regards. But let me know your thoughts on the Raheem Sterling deal, where, you know, what it could mean with Tierney being listed in the Champions League. You know, would you go for Eze? So yeah, let me know your thoughts, and rest assured, if there's any news and views and things to talk about, I'll get vids and live streams out for you lot. God bless you all. Stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.